Buongiorno, Vario stick here. What are we going to be talking about today? Well, lots of things really. Sun's out, chill out, stay at home. I think it's fair to say that the general trends for new infections, mortalities in Italy are down. I put both graphs up. The first one will be number of infections, new infections that is, and the second one will be the current death rate. Both, as you see, are on the trend down, which is particularly important. Also yesterday, that was the 4th of April, was the first time in Italy that the numbers of people in intensive care has actually dropped. There's also other information available now that suggests that because of these lockdown measures, which did seem draconian and severe at first, we think we've saved in Italy upwards of 30,000 lives. So whilst you might not agree with the lockdown, you might not agree with the restrictions in freedom of movement, they do work. They do save lives. So, you know, wherever you are in the world, whatever your government has decided to do, follow those instructions, stay indoors, stay out of the way, stay safe, protect those vulnerable people and protect those essential workers. Just thought I'd give the bikes a once over. They're getting a bit dirty now. Of course, not been out on them, so you're trying not to keep them as clean as you normally would, so there's a good chance. Get them out in the sunshine, give them a once over. Make sure the tyre pressures are alright. Front tyre here, a bit of a slow puncture, and looking at the inner tube, it's had so many patches on it, I think I'm not going to bother repairing that again. I'm just going to go to the bike shop once the lockdown's over and get myself a couple of new inner tubes. I think that's just the easiest way of doing it. Otherwise you just end up with a patchwork of patches that could fail at any time, so get a couple of new ones, put one on the bike, put one in the backpack, and the rest should be fine. I saw another report, and I'll put that up on the screen as well, yesterday, that there might be a lot more cases actually out there than's been reported, because of course with this particular virus we don't know all of the people that have been struck down by it, because they may not have been into hospital and actually had a test done. So it's quite difficult to know exactly how many people have been infected. But I say again, the important thing is we all follow the instructions and we all stay at home and only go out when it's necessary. So far as the workshop and the garage is concerned, we had a problem with the old chainsaw yesterday. It seemed to overheat and seize up. So I think the clutch inside that the rear sprocket runs off got very, very hot. So I stripped it all down, cleaned it out, readjusted the chain and the front arm, and that seems to be running fine now. Very important bit of our kit that. Without that we can't chop our wood supplies up, so that's particularly important. Walter the scooter, he's been cleaned, serviced, and made all shiny and new. Windscreen's still on. I'll probably take that off in the next week or so when the weather settles down a bit. You can see my videos about this. But it's easy enough to get off this windscreen, and it really is very important. It's a great piece of gear, but it's a bit of a pig to get back on. So I might do a vlog in the spring about the service I do on Walter once a year, because he's just done 5,000 k now. I'm putting the windscreen back on, which there's a way of doing it, and that's the only way it will work. Giving the workshop the once over, clean everything, put all the tools back. As you can probably understand by now, we're running out of things to do with the lockdown and what have you, but this is going into week 5, so just about all the tidying up bits have done. Got Vario spaniel there. Make sure there's no mice around, which I'm sure that there is. She finds them and dispatches them. Now, that's the workshop and the workbench. Ready to go. Alternatively, of course, you could just do what Sophie does and completely chill out. Look at yourselves. It's hard work being a dog. Of course, Beth's no different. Find a comfy chair, out in the sun, have a doze. What do you reckon, Beth? Good idea? This is Daisy, of course. You might remember her from a previous... Oh, and Florence, of course. Both from the dog's rescue in Lanciano. That's Bear. We've no idea where he came from. I think Daisy quite likes Bear. I think Bear might like her for lunch. Not necessarily to go out for lunch, eh, Sophie? They seem to find things to do. Have a few days out down the beach once this coronavirus is off. So what are we going to be doing on the channel? Well, obviously, Mr. Bear's still here. Hello, Mr. Bear. How are you doing? You're a good boy. We can't go out and do our town and village visits at the minute, but we will do again as soon as the lockdown's finished. Won't we, Mr. Bear? We'll go out and we'll do a few town visits as normal, which I think is the most enjoyable bit of what I do. I've got a few lined up. There have been a few requests. If you've got any requests for one particular place, then please leave it in the comments below, or don't forget Vario stick at Facebook. Hey, Mr. Bear, that's right, at Facebook. So get on that and leave any requests that you might have, and we'll take it from there. I ate these geese, and to be fair, they ate me. It now turns out that we've got 3 females, so we'll have to purchase a few more once we can get back to the farm supplies, that is, and we'll try and get ourselves a male. But when you buy them as little ones, so you've no idea what a male and what female. It's just what comes potluck, really. So we get another couple, and hopefully one of those will be a male. Then some of these eggs that they are laying might produce some more goslings. So we will be getting back to doing our town visits, exploring this wonderful, wonderful place called Abruzzo, especially when the summer comes on. Best time of year, really. I know, shout out for Martin and Anne, they enjoy the skiing in the winter as well, but I enjoy the warmth of the summer. So get out here as soon as you can, Martin and Anne. Shout out for you two guys. Bring your bikes. We've got a fantastic ride down by the coast. In fact, we'll do a vlog on that, because I think we touched on it about 4 or 5 vlogs back about the coastal road, the old railway that they've tarmacked, or they are in the process of tarmacking, to turn into a great bike or footpath. Dogs over here with the silly bunny geese. What are you doing? Mexican standoff. It's the OK Corral job, that one, isn't it? You can peck each other first. The geese always seem to win. So, that concludes our quick channel update, coronavirus update from here in Italy. Stay tuned, Facebook at Vario stick. Please like that little page. We often get information out on that before it goes out on the main channel, or like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If there's any requests of what you'd like to see next, eventually this lockdown will be over, where would you like us to go, our first town or village visit, let's line that one up, and we can get out and get that one filmed, hopefully not too far in the future, if we all stay on message. We stay at home, protect those essential workers and those people who are a lot more vulnerable. So from an improving weather situation here in Abruzzo, this is Vario stick saying stay safe and ciao ciao for now.